Anyway.
Are you mad at me, by the way?
For what?
I don't know. You just never responded yesterday.
No, buddy.
Just because I took care of it was good?
Buddy.
Right.
Listen, when you tell... listen, Blitz, let me just see if you interpret this
worried.
the same way.
Okay.
All right. So, I didn't even have I didn't even have the text. No, Dan, I couldn't think that you couldn't have pimped me out anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like, in fact, thank you.
Okay, because when I came in this morning, you didn't even say anything, and you didn't respond last night, and I felt like, a Blitz kind of like hanging text.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Hold on,
cool.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it here.
I just
Hold
want to
on.
make sure. Cool.
Here we go.
Did he send you a video of a guy flying an airplane around too?
No, I just sent you that. You didn't respond to that either.
I know.
Sure.
I know.
Hold on.
The worst part is I was with Anna and I said, "Oh, I'm going to reply to Dan." She goes, "You better." I said, "All right, well, I will in a second."
All right.
Forgot
And
to
you
be distracted
So, Dan,
by a little rizzes.
So, listen. So, Blitz, Sumo texts me.
Okay.
And says, man, I just want to let you know, Shane Brown's got the COVID bad.
Oh, you so
man.
bad.
So I'm like, okay, well, hold on. He goes, no, seriously, yes, it's bad, bub. It's bad. We don't want to lose Shane. I'm like, okay, hold on.
Here, we need the deals.
So it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Definitely.
we need the gimmicks.
Don't ruin that connection.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so just be quiet on the deals. So anyway, on the Fernie Ernie's, is Dan familiar with the Fernie Ernie?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So you know the significance of Shane Brown.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm like, okay, I got you. So that's just like when Tony Stewart reached out to me, like whatever, last March or whatever. It's like, man, Bubba, Tony. Yeah, Tony. You good? I'm good. Hey, Sumo says that you got the boob doctor. That's all he knows you about.
That's all I am.
Sumo says the boob doctor has like a super set, and he's a racer. It's got a super hot setup for the COVID deal. I'm like, oh yeah. He goes, man, what was it? Dan, what the hell was it? Ricky,
yeah. Ricky Bobby.
Ricky, who at that time ran Tony's dirt program, his 410 dirt cars and stuff like that. Ricky's got it bad. I can't lose Ricky. He's got some pre-conditioned, Ricky had some
pre-existing.
Yeah. So, boom, I text Dan. Dan takes care of it. Dan gets his wife on the phone. Ricky's being a little bullheaded. Dan cuts a promo on Ricky. Ricky, you know what? Ricky's walking the earth today, okay? He's great.
Right.
Well, same Sumo seems to be Sumo's the walk-in convenience clinic amongst our white trash friends in Indiana. They all go to Sumo, no to get to me, no to get to Dan, right?
He's the gatekeeper.
So Sumo's like, man, Shane Brown's got it bad. Temperature 101. Bubba, get Danny on the gimmick. I was like, okay, hold on. So Blitz, I text Dan.
Okay.
I said, Dr. Dan, I've attached Shane Brown to this text. He's one of my friends from Indiana. He tested positive from COVID. See, Dan, I didn't know you were in on the gimmick, so you know who Shane Brown is.
Right.
I said he tested positive for COVID and has bad symptoms. Can you please help? Who's Sumo's right-hand man? So this is the text I get back from Dan. As usual, so Shane gets a hold of me privately. He's like, hey, your doc's not getting a hold of me. I was like, hey.
I knew there was an issue. I knew that someone was going to panic.
No. I said, you know what, buddy? This is the time that he travels. He's traveling. He's probably in the air from Atlantic City to, whatever.
Yeah, he's hanging 10.
But he'll,
I've been looking for that son of a bitch, too.
But see, Dan, I did handle this much better, did I not? Because I was like,
Yes.
he was traveling. He'll get back to you. No big deal. So Dan texts in this group, says, as usual, I was flying when you were trying to get a hold of me. No big deal. I'm taxiing to the terminal. We just landed. Then he says this. This is what Dan texts to all of us. Shane, text me directly and I'll set it up. Bubba should be going to bed soon. Doesn't need to be involved in these texts. So, Dan, at that point, I'm thinking, yeah, thanks, Danny. I didn't know that I needed to send another one back saying, yeah, Dan, that's right, buddy. Like, but you agree with me?
Were you up when, or did you get the text when he sent it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, then you probably should have said, cool, Dan, thanks. But yeah, whatever.
I mean, Dan gracefully tapped me out. I'm like, what's better better to get tapped out by Dan?
I agree.
Yeah, you need to keep talking back as you're walking out.
So, no, Danny, I'm not mad at you.
Cool.
You're one of the great things that went on this weekend. I had a very hectic, frustrating, just a very emotional-filled weekend.
Oh,
really?
What happened?
Well,
what happened?
I lawnmowered a duck.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
But I saved, hold on, I lawnmowed a duck, but I saved 3 rabbits to the point where, Blitz, I even called Oh, there's so much
How do you
going on.
lawnmower a duck?
Was it little
Was it
Lummy?
hiding?
We'll have to get into all this.
You killed little
momentarily.
Lummy?
No, I didn't kill little Lummy. And I didn't kill a duck.
He
I
was
didn't
chasing little Lummy.
I didn't lawnmower
little
a duck.
Anna got in the way.
I didn't lawnmower a duck that was alive. I lawnmowered an
You
egg.
said you.
Oh.
Okay, and I didn't know that there was a little egg. So as you can see, Lummy, I mowed back there.
Yeah, okay. I know
and
what the egg is.
and there was this egg, and I didn't see it, and I lawnmowered it.
Well, how did you know you lawnmowed it?
Because hold on, Dan. Because if it just would have been an egg with maybe like a yolk or something, an embryo, it would have gone plain. But this was one that, like, I think this little guy was maybe a day or two from coming out.
Oh, it
So
was
he-
like an abortion then.
So he
Yeah.
was full. Yeah, I
That,
gave.
would have been legal in California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have been. I would have been.
Probably less than 16
It's
weeks.
lucky I wasn't in Mississippi. I'd probably be in prison right now.
Right.
So anyway,
That sucks, though.
and then because the smell.
Oh, really?
Well, because I mean it and the smell was horrible. So that whole area, that whole goat area, Lummy, was smelled bad. So Saturday.
From one egg?
Yeah, I mean
it wasn't much of an egg.
You can see it was basically a duck covered in an egg. So, but you could it just went right by the tree, and every time you go by the tree, you'd see the remnants of this baby duck.
Ugh.
Of this, let me take that back. I don't want to. You could see the remnants of the egg. There you go. Let's
Right.
get you out of less trouble.
Yeah, it's an egg.
Right.
I mean, and an egg's sitting there. It's like you were chasing down a duck that was
No,
squawking and
no.
flapping its wings and,
let me,
trying to get
that,
away.
You know that heavy ass push mower we got? Like
Oh,
it's got
yeah.
a mind of its own.
Oh, it sure does.
Especially when you're in flip flops and I'm trying to dodge all the 7 million branches that you got out there. That's another
Yeah.
story. So anyway, I lawnmower back the best I can. Creatine Travis is trying to work on the fountain and the fish light, and I'm trying to clean up back there a little bit, okay? So that's kind of what we're doing. Well, once I clean up the best I can in the duck area, in the goat area, I then decide I'm going to mow where, the cream machine and all around the sheds and all that kind of deal. So I mowed that, and then Blitz, that one black little lining, it was falling down. I put a new tie wrap on that.
Wow, you had a productive weekend.
Tie wrapped all the, Lummy, those black covers that go on the over there.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 or 7 or 15 holes that were falling apart, so I tie wrapped all that.
Oh, nice.
And so you can see how nice it looks. Well, then we get the pond running, and it starts to aerate nice. Then I took the seaweed and brought in more seaweed. As you can see, Lummy, it's more than when you and Rhett did it.
Yeah.
So I seaweeded the pond, and then at this point I'm like, you know what? I need to get the cream machine. I got to go start the cream machine to make sure the cream machine works. Because, Blitz, you got to keep it started every week or so. Just keep it running.
Yeah.
Get it hot, open up the thermostat, check, fluids, whole 9 yards. So I start it, and I try to pipe in some music. That's a nightmare in itself, but Blitz and I are going to fix that to get
Terry
running.
can help with that.
I think not the music. part of
Oh,
it.
yeah, the music.
Yeah.
Dude, he used to do shows. Like those. You remember those old days when people would have they'd pull up and there would be like 15 speakers in the back of a car.
Terry-
He used to do that.
All right, well,
can
this
help
is
you.
just a straight connectivity issue. Sometimes it works off my phone, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh.
So Blitz will be able to fix it. It's no big deal. Whether we put a thumb drive in there or better, we'll fix it. We'll be able to have music. And if the worst case scenario, I can have a tuner, but I don't want to play another radio station while I'm driving around.
No, God, no.
So then, Lummy, if that where the cream machine sits, there's weeds get up in there a little bit. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the cream machine on, then I'm gonna roll it,
And it didn't rain for a few days, so at least it wasn't a swamp there.
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive around the block a little bit, get it hot, whatever. I did discover, Blitz, that it was super low on transmission fluid, so I fixed that, and the transmission dipstick's loose as well. But I rut-rode it. Rut-rode it up.
All right.
Would you take Ritalin this weekend?
No.
You just was.
I just
It's
had
so
one.
much.
I just had one full. I slept for all
Yeah,
of Friday
please, Dan,
night.
it was meth.
Okay.
Yeah, me and a homeless man went. I'll get out of the corner. We just do meth. Let's
Right.
smoke crack all weekend
It's the guy that
long.
lives by Tom Bean's
Yeah,
place.
I smoke crack all weekend long.
It's working.
Add it to the list.
Right, crack.
It's working well.
Right. So I move the cream machine. Well, upon moving the cream machine, I get to mow her, Lummy, and I start mowing back where the cream machine is because it's got high. I see this little nest of rabbits. I'm like, oh, hold on. And I mean, when you're out there mowing, man, with flip flops, man, you're not really paying attention. You're just trying to hit the grass. Thank God I saw these little baby rabbits. So I stopped the mower and I see them, and they're like, maybe like 3 inches. And you can tell they're rabbits. They got these little ears and these little haunches, but they don't have their eyes open.
Oh, they're like really baby rabbits.
Yeah,
like,
and they're
not like
no, these are like
Little mole
infants.
rats.
yeah, like little mole rats.
Did they have any fur on them, or are they all pink?
They were all pink.
oh my god.
No, Blitz. They had like a small little
Okay.
like
Peach fuzz.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh man, what? So and the mom had burrowed. Thank God I didn't run over them, because she had burrowed them between the tires for the back tires for the cream machines a dually. So in between, that means there's 2 tires on each side. Well, there's a little there's probably about the distance of maybe your fist, like this, like your hand between the 2 tires.
Yeah.
You can get, that's where she had nested.
Whoa.
Her babies were between the 2 tires of the dually. So it's lucky when I pulled out, I didn't run over them.
Mm-hmm.
So I get them, and I get a little box, and I put them in there. And then I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do here. So I called I got the card right here. I called, I had various options in my head what I should do with them.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I was
Well,
like,
what happened to the mama rabbit?
well, I don't know. She was nowhere to be found.
She's with the mama duck.
So I was like, I don't know if I just can't leave them right out here, because a raccoon's going to come get them. Like, they're not going to make it.
Right, because
Like-
it's all about parenting. Without the parents there's no chance.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know now, and I bent down and I touched them, and I kind of like moved their nesting around and I took them out of the little mud hole that they were in and put them in a little shoebox kind of deal,
Aw.
and then put their little nesting down by it. I'm like, what am I going to do?
Just poke holes in the shoebox.
No, I mean, they couldn't get out of the shoebox. The shoebox would be like,
Just open.
5, if they looked up, they like 6 miles above, to them. Be like looking up that top of that shoebox would be like you and I looking up, like the Empire State Building.
I understand.
So I'm like, do I just put them back, like kind of over by the shed a little bit? But Lummy, those dirty raccoons are going to roll up
they're
here and
big
eat 'em.
raccoons too.
Oh,
Yeah.
the raccoons eat the little baby
Oh, they're
rabbits?
huge raccoons.
Those are little chicken nuggets for them.
Oh, I didn't realize you had a whole
Ecosystem
predator
back
sister.
there. Oh,
Predators.
we got a whole conservation back there.
Or we'd have the hawk come pick them off.
Or the egret or something like that.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. Listen, when the ducks have babies, they have 12 because only 2 make it.
Right.
Right, Lummy?
Yeah,
I
they
think
usually get picked off.
They get picked off by egrets and coons and just, all kinds of predators, probably snakes.
Yep.
Back there. So I find, the Merch Creek finds this place, the Owl's Nest Sanctuary in Odessa.
Oh.
And the woman's name who runs this place is named Chris, and she sends one of her little volunteers out here to pick up the baby rabbits. So
That's the right answer.
So this woman comes here, and she's an older woman. She's probably 60, 65. And she's like, I have her, Blitz, I tell him the gate code.
Okay.
And I said, just pull straight back to the back of the building. So she pulls back in, and I open the back gates, and I have her pull in. And she's like, I go, hi, I'm Bubba. And she goes, the radio guy? And I go, yeah. She goes, and you're calling about preserving some wildlife? And I go, yeah, there's 3 rabbits. She's like, oh my God, and then she said, you got goats? I'm like, yeah, I got goats. Look, I got goats over there. And by the way,
Did you show her the murder scene?
And I had Bella, Blitz, I had Bella back here, and she was running wild. And she's like, well, make a long story short, she had the average, conception of what most people think about me, that I'm a dirty animal killing piece of crap. And she's like, oh my God, I can't. I'm like, well, I'll blow your mind even further. I'm a member of PETA. She's like, what? Yeah. She goes, that's a turnaround. I go, I know. She's like, and she just loved the fact that we were, I mean, not all shows have as many animals as we do. We have a full-blown,
If any.
And then she said, well, good news. I'm the owl sanctuary place. She goes, I'm going to go feed these rabbits to my owls. Thank you. She goes, they don't call us the owl's nest for nothing. I need food somewhere. She goes, these damn owls eat a lot.
Owls. So anyway.
My dog took an owl out once.
Really?
Yo, the owl was like on where Steven is when I was living in that house. You know his outside steps to go to his outside porch?
Right.
It was up there, and it was just kind of hanging out, and Doc saw it out of the corner of his eye, and he jumped up, and he took the wing, and that owl was all effed up.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
no.
he can't fly. It's like taking a wing off an airplane, right? He can't. He can't fly anymore.
No.
So anyway, the
Nemo.
woman. I want to thank the Owl Sanctuary of Odessa. It's called. Let me see. OwlSanctuaryForWildlife.com. That's the place that came and got my little rabbits, and so that's my story.
That's great,
She
though.
loved
Very
the goat. She went and petted the goats.
Oh.
I mean, those goats are fat.
The fat?
Are they?
Lummy,
okay.
they're big as hell.
Can you,
Lummy, can we give them? Can we again?
Can we
Lummy,
eat
you know what I'm gonna.
goat?
You know, I want to eat. Dan, shut up. You're being stupid.